There was a time when the people of the village believed Ada was the cause of their troubles. Children mocked her whenever she passed. Women refused to buy the palm oil she carried from house to house. Even the elders whispered among themselves and told her to leave the village before darkness fell. Yet, only a few weeks later, those same people stood before her door, asking for forgiveness. What changed? Why did the village turn against a young woman who had done no wrong? And how did a poor palm oil seller become the very person they depended on when disaster struck? Listen carefully, for this story carries a lesson that many people still need today.
Before our story begins, tell me where you're watching from. If you enjoy folktales, like and subscribe to join our family. Today,
in the village of Omodara lived a young woman named Ada. She came from a poor family and knew hardship from an early age. Each morning, before the first cock crowed, Ada and her mother would wake and carry baskets of palm fruits. Together, they boiled, pressed, and processed the fruits into palm oil. When the work was done, Ada would walk from compound to compound, selling small bottles of oil so her family could survive. The labor was difficult, and the money was never enough. But Ada possessed something many people overlooked. She loved knowledge. Whenever travelers, merchants, or farmers passed through Umudara, Ada listened carefully to their stories and experiences. At night, while others slept, she continued learning. Many villagers laughed at her. "What use is knowledge when your stomach is empty?" they would ask. Others shook their heads and said, "Can learning buy land or fill a barn with yams?" Ada never argued. She simply smiled and continued learning. What the villagers did not know was that the wisdom she gathered would one day become the salvation of the entire village. Then calamity came. The rains stopped. 1 week passed, then another. Soon, an entire month went by without a drop of rain. The streams began to dry up. The farms cracked beneath the hot sun. Fear spread throughout Umudara. The elders performed rituals. The farmers tried everything they knew. Yet the sky remained silent. As worry grew, the village council gathered to seek answers. Then one evening, a strange traveler arrived with a warning that filled the people with fear. The villagers became desperate. And when people are afraid, they often search for someone to blame. Before long, their eyes turned toward Ada. And so began the greatest trial of her life.